What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video. And today I'm going to talk about this afternoon's big NBA game. You had the Oklahoma City Thunder beating the Milwaukee Bucks 118 to 112. This was a pretty entertaining game, man. The Thunder had a sizable lead for the majority of the game, and the Milwaukee Bucks in that fourth quarter came on a furious rally. Early on in this game, man, Giannis Antetokounmpo really struggled from the field. He tried to constantly get into the lane. I think his shot got blocked like 5 times by Jerry and Grant. And he just pretty much struggled. He didn't really trust the jumper like that in the first half, which I feel like is something he definitely needs to continue to improve upon. I feel like this Milwaukee Bucks team as a whole needs one more shooter, in my opinion. I think they need one more shooter that could stretch the floor a little bit because Eric Bledsoe isn't a great three-point shooter. Brogdon is doing pretty solid from the three-point line, and Snell and Lopez are capable, but I think they need one more perimeter shooter just to take a little more pressure off of Giannis. He struggled. In the second half, he got it going. He actually hit a few three-pointers, and he was able to get to the lane and get a couple of dunks. But for OKC, Russell Westbrook, he really struggled from the field, shooting the ball. He ironically had another triple-double, though, as he got his rebounds and his assist game. But he struggled shooting the ball, man. He took a lot of shots, and none of them was really falling like that. But Paul George, what can you say about PG-13 Paul George, man? He came out in that first half, he was on fire, just knocking down these three-pointers. And he kind of was quiet a little bit in the third quarter. And late in the game, Milwaukee had cut the lead to 3 points after he had posterized Giannis Antetokounmpo as he dunked clean over him on a baseline drive. And then he was at the top of the key, got a nice little step back dribble and just shot a three-pointer from the top of the key. All nothing but net, just whoosh. And that was the dagger. That was the end-all, do-all dagger of the game. And the Oklahoma City Thunder pulled out the win 118 to 112. Paul George, man, just an incredible player. He was really doing his thing when he was in Indiana back in the day. When they was really going up against my Heat, every year in the playoffs. Then, everybody know he had that real devastating injury in the Olympic, was it like a trial game or something, practice game or an exhibition game, I think it was, in Las Vegas. And, you fear that he ever going to come back and be the same. But now I feel like he's playing the best basketball of his career, which is absolutely remarkable considering he has such a high-profile player like Russell Westbrook on his team. And he's still able to do his thing. He's voted as a starter in the Western Conference. That's pretty doggone impressive, yo. He's having an absolute spectacular season for the OKC Thunder. Like I said, Westbrook, he does his thing. He struggled, like I said, he struggled shooting the ball tonight. He just got to become a little more efficient shooting the basketball, man. Everything else, aspect of his game, obviously, is perfectly fine. The man is an MVP talent. And as far as the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis got to continue to work on that jumper. He actually hit a few of them in the second half. But he got to work on it a little more to be more consistent because, a lot of times, Jerry and Grant, blocked the shot 5 times. A lot of times these players are going to have a wall in the paint and not really let you get into the lane like that. I think the Milwaukee Bucks need one more perimeter shooter. I know Brook Lopez is knocking down threes at a really good rate. I know Malcolm Brogdon is a solid shooter. I know Tony Snell off the bench could hit a couple of shots as well as George Hill. But Eric Bledsoe is not a good three-point shooter. He's a good player. He may even be an all-star. He could get to the hole at will, but he's not a great shooter. I feel like they could use one more shooter on their team to really open up the floor for Giannis, and they could really sincerely make real noise in the Eastern Conference. But this was a very good, entertaining basketball game. I really enjoyed it between the number 3 team in the West and the team with the best record in the whole NBA, as a matter of fact, with the Milwaukee Bucks. Good win, solid win by the Thunder, but good performance by the Bucks, man. They didn't have their best game, but they kept it competitive to say they was on the road. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have NBA content throughout the season. Y'all have a blessed one. Let's go Heat.